Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is a great game and has a large selection of tracks. It has 24 main tracks and 15 CrossWorlds. While all of these tracks are great, at some point in time people will start getting bored of the tracks as the game needs more tracks. Now, there are DLC tracks coming such as SpongeBob, Pac-Man, and Avatar: The Last Airbender, but you might need more Sonic tracks. So today I'll be going over 5 Sonic tracks that I think we should see in the game because they would just be really cool. And make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. We're trying to hit 400 subscribers before 2026. I think we can do it. And anyway, let's get into it. First up, I don't even know why this wasn't in the actual game at launch, but we have Green Hill. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Green Hill is literally the zone that Sonic started out in, and it's not in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. Now, of course, they might probably add this in sooner or later because Takashi Iizuka has said that he could plan to do a year 2 or year 3 of DLC. So, this track could most likely be coming, and I think that if they do a year 2 or year 3, it's definitely going to be in the game. They could do some really cool things with the loops in Sonic, in Green Hill, because it's a racing game and it would look really cool in 3D, and the only reason we need this level is just because it's the most iconic Sonic stage. It's where Sonic started out. I don't see any reason for it to never be added to the game, especially because it's overused in every Sonic game. There's only like 3 or 4 Sonic games, I think, where it's just not in there. So that's why we need to have Green Hill Zone as a track in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. And now we have City Escape. City Escape is literally Sonic's version of Radical Highway, and they did add Radical Highway into Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, and it's a really good track. It's one of my favorites. I still can't do the shortcut though, but on the bridges, but yeah, I'm practicing to get better at that. And this would just be like a really cool track. I feel like the Extreme Gear will fit perfectly with the skateboarding part. I feel like they could do like a lot of cool things with this track because it's like so open and we could just be like running into a bunch of cars and destroying a bunch of more stuff as Sonic and City Escape. That's like one of the most fun things about actually being in City Escape and Sonic Adventure 2, and I feel like it could be really cool if it was used in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. That's why I really want to see City Escape in this game. I feel like it would be a really cool addition to the game for a DLC or something like that. Alright, next up we have Chaos Island. I feel like this may be like a weird decision to some of you, but they used Kronos Island from Sonic Frontiers in this game, and it's like one of my favorite tracks, maybe my favorite track in like the entire game, and they did it really well. So I feel like adding Chaos Island would be a good idea. Now, why specifically Chaos Island and not like Ares Island or something like that? That's because they used Chaos Island in Shadow Generations and Kronos Island in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. So I feel like this island is like an island that Sonic Team likes, and they might like to reuse it again in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. I feel like it'd be like really cool. I want a Chaos Island track more than an Ares Island track, but an Ares Island track would be cool too. But I really just want a Chaos Island one at this point. I don't really care that much for an Ares Island track, but it would be cool too. Alright, next up we have Speed Highway. It's literally like one of the most iconic Sonic stages. It's basically just like City Escape. It's just Sonic's version of Radical Highway. Basically, Sonic has 2 versions of Radical Highway, City Escape and this. I feel like this one is like a little bit worse than City Escape, and I feel like one of the reasons why they might have not added Speed Highway is because its popularity is like not as big as Radical Highway. Like, they did the Year Shadow in 2024 that like spiked its popularity, and they used Radical Highway and Shadow Generations, and that like made it like it was like a really good stage. But they haven't really used Speed Highway in a Sonic game since like Sonic Generations. I think that was back in 2011, unless you count the Sonic Generations remaster in 2024. But I feel like people only really played the Shadow part of the game. At least that's what I did. I never even beat the Sonic Generations remastered part, but they can do a lot of cool things with the City Highway part, especially the part where Sonic runs down the building. And that's why I like really would like to see this as a track in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. Then for the 5th and final track that I want in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, we have Metal City from Sonic Riders. Now this track is not only nostalgic because Sonic Riders was like the best Sonic Racing game before CrossWorlds, but like also we have the Extreme Gear in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, just that we haven't had since Sonic Riders. So if they brought back this track, it would feel like you were actually playing Sonic Riders because we have the Extreme Gear instead of just being in like a car, and that would just be like kind of lame. Now that we have the Extreme Gear and it's a Sonic racing game, I feel like it'd be like the perfect time to bring back Meadow City as a track, and I think people will really like it. They could do a lot of cool stuff with the track design and things like that, and I feel like it would be like one of the best tracks in the entire game. Anyway, that's it for today. If you enjoyed, remember to like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 400 subscribers before the end of 2025. I think we can do it, and I will see you all later.